Hi, everybody. My name is Coach Shane, and I want to introduce my speaking course to you. It's called PERF, and you can see right here, PERF, P-I-R-F, Perfect English. Yeah, I want you to speak as perfectly as possible, just like me, a native English speaker. Now, I'm teaching American English. But wait a minute, PERF, I spelled perfect wrong. Yes, well, that's the idea. P-I-R-F, how to speak. P, pronunciation. I, intonation. R, rhythm. F, flow. That's the PERF in perfect English. And this was a huge problem for me. I've been teaching English for a very, very long time. And I can teach pronunciation. I can teach reading. But speaking, that's something different. I can help you construct sentences, but how can I actually teach someone to speak naturally and like a native speaker? It's actually a very difficult question. And the reason it's difficult is when we speak, in your language, in your native language, when you speak, you're actually not really using your brain. The words are just kind of coming out. It's natural. You're not thinking about what you're saying. You're just speaking and speaking and speaking. However, a lot of people, when they're studying English and they start speaking in English, it's all up here. They're thinking constantly. They're thinking about pronunciation. They're thinking about vocabulary. They're thinking about the next word. They're wondering, am I saying it right? Is my pronunciation bad? Does the other person understand? What am I doing? All of these thoughts are happening inside as you're speaking. And that's a problem. So my goal was to get you out of your head and make it more natural. Start speaking without thinking so much and start speaking more naturally. So I developed this course called PERF, okay? And once a week, 36 lessons a year. Is that what it is? Yeah, 3 lessons a month, 36 lessons a year. We actually have more, and we give you more. But every month I create 3 new lessons. And this is a typical lesson. This is a little bit long, actually. But the title is, it's a narrative. And the assignment title is, You With Me? Grammatically, Are You With Me? So you can see this is daily English. This is regular spoken English, not textbook stuff. And then I give you this assignment, okay? And I give you new assignments on Thursday night. So for most people, it's actually Friday. And what I want everyone to do is on Friday morning, read through the entire thing. And you're reading it, right? You might need to check a dictionary. For example, to toe a line in the sand, this is an idiom. Do you know what it means? You can Google it. Or you can ask me. You can ask me, what does it mean? And I'll explain it to you. I'm going to toe a line in the sand. And you read through the whole thing. You double check about the meanings of stuff. One student asked, you got and 3 times in this sentence? I'm confused. So I explain it. I explain a little bit. Sometimes I give you the full answer, sometimes not. I want you to think about it. But I explain everything to the students. And that's really important because if you're reading something that is completely new, you're absolutely in your head. So I explain it to you so that you can understand it, and then you can start saying it without thinking too much. So Friday morning, you practice once, at least once. This only takes 1 minute. At lunchtime, you practice again. In the evening, you practice again. That's Friday. Saturday, boom, boom, boom. Sunday, boom, boom, boom. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, boom, boom, boom. Then you send a recording to me, and I listen to everybody's recordings. But the point of doing it 3 times a day, it is super important to do it 3 times a day. And the point is, Friday, you're in your head. Saturday, you're in your head, but you're feeling more comfortable. Maybe you'll ask me some questions, do some more research. Sunday, much more comfortable. You're less in your head. By Monday, you already know the story. You're pretty comfortable with the story. You practice 3 times. On Tuesday, 3 more times. Now you've brought most of the thinking process out of the equation and you're actually speaking. On Wednesday, you say it 3 times. You're feeling much more natural. You bring that human element, you, into the story. You make it your story, and then you send me your recording. This is going to build a lot of confidence in you. It's going to take that thinking process of the English out and make it come more from the heart. And when you send it to me, what do? I listen. I listen to everybody's recordings. And then what I do is I listen to you and I say, yeah, your R, not very good. Oop, TH problem here. You need to link these sounds here. We have linking here, line in and line in. We got to say line in. If you're, we got pronunciation issue here. And what I do is I highlight all of the pronunciation problems. I listen to everybody's, and then I create the pronunciation video. And I show you exactly how to pronounce this perfectly. And that's really important because a lot of students, they're going to see this and they're going to say, I'm going to toe a line in the sand if you're with me, which is fine. However, in PERF, I do want you to sound as perfect as possible. So instead of I'm going to toe a line in the sand, I'm going to toe a line in the sand. If you're with me, I want it actually as clean as possible. Now, instead of gonna, sometimes I write going to. And if I write that, I want to hear going to. I'm going to toe. I don't want to hear I'm going to toe. Okay? So depending on how I write it will actually kind of influence how you're supposed to say it. But what's something very, very important, the cleaner your pronunciation, the more perfect your pronunciation, believe it or not, the more intelligent you're going to sound. So if you say gonna, wanna too much, the image of your intellect actually kind of goes down. You don't want that. Especially in business. In a professional situation, you want to sound as professional as possible. You want that pronunciation to be nice and clean, and that's what I do in the pronunciation video. In the P video, I show you how to say it perfectly, okay? And then I do what I call the PERF video. So the P, the pronunciation, extremely important. Then we go to the PERF, the intonation, rhythm, and flow. And what is intonation? You know how American English and other European languages too, Portuguese, Spanish, French, Italian, especially these kind of languages and English, we have a lot of this up and down, okay? I'm gonna toe a line in the sand, da, 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 okay? There's no perfect way to teach intonation because on Monday, I might say, I'm going to toe a line in the sand. And on Tuesday, I might say, I'm going to toe a line in the sand. It can really fluctuate. It can change. So there's no perfect way to teach sentence intonation. But I have a lot of experience in broadcasting and recording. Have you heard of the TOEFL exam or the TOEIC exam? Yeah, I was one of the VOs, the voiceovers, the recording artists for those exams. So my pronunciation is really good and very professional. I know how to speak perfectly. So I give you what I would say. It's something to emulate. So if you want to sound like an American, you need that up and down style, and I show you how to do that. Rhythm is super important. When you have a long sentence, let me see if I can find, so for example, this sentence, kind of long, not too long, but kind of long, but it's confusing with all these and ands, okay? So sentence rhythm is very important. And I show you how to actually say this sentence properly with proper rhythm. For example, we walked and biked miles. So this is one kind of section here. On roads and streets and trails. This is another section. With never a fear. We walked and biked miles on roads and streets and trails with never a fear. So rhythm includes speed. It includes volume. It includes body language. It includes expressions. It includes the human element, okay? And once again, for this sentence, we walked and biked miles forever on roads and streets and trails everywhere with never a fear. With never a fear. These things are actually really important because people don't talk like this. We walked and biked for miles on roads and streets and trails with never a fear. Nobody says that. We walked and biked for miles on roads and streets and trails with never a fear. This human element is really important, and that's the rhythm section, and I teach you how to do that. If your rhythm is excellent, let's say your intonation is not so good. Let's say your pronunciation is okay. But if your rhythm is excellent, people will still want to listen to you. That's the difference between a boring teacher and an interesting teacher. Rhythm. Teachers all know the same thing. They all tell the same stories, but the rhythm, that really can change something really boring like a math class and actually make it very interesting. And then finally, we have flow. And flow is where I put everything together. The pronunciation, the intonation, the rhythm, the flow. We talk about the idioms. What exactly does it mean to toe a line in the sand? If you're with me, what does that really mean? Looney Tunes, what's that? VCRs, I don't understand. Please explain this sentence. So I explain all of those things. And once again, you should have already asked me questions about these things, but some people don't. They're busy, they're shy, or they think they know, but sometimes they don't. And anyway, I explain everything, and we put it all together, and then we sound like a human. Now, we're done. We're done with the assignment, and I send out the lesson videos, and you see how it's done, and you're done. No, you're not. Because what's really nice with our program is we have live classes. We have lots of live classes. And what you really should do is join a live class where we have coaches. And I'm a coach. I have other coaches working for me, working with me. And we are here to help you with your pronunciation, with your style, with your intonation, your rhythm and flow. And you can take this assignment and you can practice with me. And I'll listen to you and I'll help you out. If you have questions about a certain thing, if there's a certain vowel or the TH sound is giving you problems, we'll practice. We'll help you out. And this is personalized stuff. And we do it every week. We have live classes every week. It's really fantastic. For PERF, we have, I can't remember, 4 weeks in a month. I think it's 3 weeks of live classes, but there are other live classes you can join too. But it's tremendous. It's fantastic. And it is, without a doubt, the best internet class out there, probably offline too, to get you from here to here in your speaking. Because if you're here, it's not going to sound natural. You need to build that confidence and come down to here and then start speaking. And I'm serious, English is a confidence game. If you're always up here, you're never going to be totally confident. You need to bring it down here and build that confidence. It's very, very important. So PERF is really important for doing that. But you got to do the 3-a-day practice. And I write right here, practice every day, 3 times a day. I say this. Also, in PERF, we've got bonuses and bonus question 1. Sometimes there's just 1 bonus question. Sometimes there are 2 questions. Sometimes the questions you have to type your answer. Sometimes it's an audio response. So for this assignment, both of the questions were audio responses. Ooh, this is something really extremely tough. When you're learning American pronunciation, the consonants are super important. But believe it or not, consonants are easy to learn. With our methods, they're easy. Every consonant, TH, Z, R, L, whatever, it's easy. Okay? What's actually much more difficult are the vowel sounds, learning the vowel sounds. And so I created a quiz that we recently started. This is kind of new, called Vowel Foul, which basically means vowel mistakes. Don't make a vowel mistake. And what I do is I ask you, in this situation, find any AW vowels in this assignment. So you have to go through this entire assignment and look at all the words and try and tell me AW vowels. AW is this, aw, okay, like LAW, law, or DOG, dog. Okay, that's an aw, that's an AW vowel. So are there any other AW vowels in this assignment? How many are there? And what are they? Okay, so this is a challenge that I also give everybody in the assignment. This is really tough. This is really tough, but it's so important. You need to be able to recognize, oh, this is a long A, this is a short A. Don't worry, I have videos teaching you about long A and short A. But yeah, this is really important. And we have something called My PERF. My PERF is another speaking challenge. It's based on the assignment. The idea of My PERF is it's your turn. Now you talk. You tell me the same story, but not, this is Coach Shane. This is my life. These are my words. I want to hear basically the same thing, but from you in your country. So in this situation, this is talking about when I was a kid, what I experienced. You know, we would play in the streets. We were the first to play video games. We recorded songs off the radio with cassette tapes. We would record songs. We didn't wear seatbelts in the car. We didn't have helmets when we rode a bicycle. When we cut the grass, we didn't have earplugs. We drank from the garden hose outside. Okay? So what about you? When you were 9 years old, when you were 10 years old, that's what My PERF is. The same thing, but your generation in your country. Just think about, well, when I was 9 years old, yeah, we didn't wear helmets when we would ride our bicycle, and we would love to play Mario Brothers on the Nintendo system. And yeah, this is the idea. It doesn't have to be long. It can be very short, but it's your opportunity to basically do this. And once again, I don't really want you in your head calculating grammar, calculating pronunciation. I want you in your head imagining and describing at the same time. So this is the idea. This is PERF. It's a big assignment, right? Yeah, it is. That's why we give 3 a month. Then you get an off week to practice. And actually, like I said, it's 3 new assignments every month, but there are actually more assignments that we have available for you. So it's pretty cool. So that is PERF. All right. And actually, this is our newest assignment. Yeah, PERF 293 is our newest assignment. We have 293 lessons. Okay. Yeah. So you already missed 292. But don't worry. If you join PERF, we'll make those lessons available to you also. That's it. I hope you're interested. I would love for you to join PERF because we're ready to help make your English as perfect as possible. Again, my name is Coach Shane. My website, letsmasterenglish.com. If you have any questions, send me an email. My email address right here, perfectenglish@gmail.com. You see that? It's pretty small. Perfect practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect? No, perfect practice makes perfect. Perfect English, and that's my spelling. perfectenglish@gmail.com. Send me an email, ask a question. I'll send you a free lesson, all right? Join us. We have sales sometimes. Right now, when I'm making this video, it's the end of June, and we actually have a sale right now. It's a huge sale, so you should join. Thanks, guys. Have a great one, and I will see you in PERF.